morning to the Green Army out there on the ground forces and to ordinary South Africans. We'd like to thank you for your adherence to the regulations of COVID-19 till this day. Even though the infections are growing each and every day, like doubling, tripling each and every day, we ask ourselves, how is this possible? How does it go by? Whereas other African countries like Tanzania, it is not that rife, and there hasn't been lockdown ever since. Till this day, the churches are still gathering, meetings are still gathering. Nothing is happening as it is happening in South Africa. We've seen our borders in the past few days being flooded by our brothers and sisters coming back to South Africa to find living opportunities. They've been at the borders, most of them. But now we ask ourselves, if this virus, it is as they say it is, and we've seen so many numbers of our brothers and sisters at the border being kept there for long as they have been. And then it is said that by the regulation, we should keep a social distance of 1.5 to 2 meters. We should wear masks. And yet again, we call ourselves Africans. And then at the same time, we persist, or our government persists in doing this. It's becoming devilish, since we have said, in order for the devil to be conquered, Party of Action has taken a stand. We are going to root out this devil of misinformation and putting people in fear of the unknown, based on the information that is being spread out there. We know for a fact that some hospitals are kept at a low supply of oxygen. We know for a fact because we have dealt with some few cases of this nature where 2 patients have lost their lives. We charged at the hospital. Within no time, the oxygen cylinders and system were put in place. Hence, we keep saying this is a devilish approach to kill and put our people in fear. And once you are scared, you have no other choice. Your thinking power is taken away from you. We've heard the information in a couple of hours ago, or can I say not less than 48 hours ago, that 6 people were injected with something and they collapsed and died at a taxi rank in Roodepoort, rank 5. We went there and asked around to find out exactly what had happened. Surprisingly so, nothing of the sort has happened. Only few people that has been circulating those clips that people died. They saw these people, and some of them were bought groceries of 7,000. We keep saying, and we will always say this, the information you're receiving, make sure is legit, and it is truth, based on your findings, and decide accordingly Because when you are scared, you can't think properly. Whatever comes to you, you take it. Because it is offered as help. Some people are called conspiracy theorists for voicing out their concern, for voicing out the information that they've received. Like that of 5G, we've heard a lot of things about it. But the truth is, we've had many generations of technology, from the first to the second, the third, the fourth. Now the fifth. Now the fifth generation, on its introduction, we've heard a lot of things about it. We hear now about the 666, that the so-called vaccines is with the thing called 666. We are faced with the devilish thinking and fear pushers. They know for sure, once you are scared, you have no way but to succumb to the offered help. We are calling all South Africans to be firm and rely on their conscience. Because conscience is not influenced by anything outside of it. It is driven by that energy that is in you, that made you. Get into it. Listen to it. Decide based on what it tells you. Because it will tell you the correct thing all the time. In most cases, we make decisions because of the influence that we are surrounded by. We follow things that our friends are following, that our families are following, even though we know that, but this is not the right one. But because of my family is following it, why am I supposed to go against it? I will be seen as a black sheep in the family. We don't want to be singled out. We want to blend in. Okay, we want to blend in. But at the end of the day, your life is yours alone. The decisions you made will remain with you forever, whether they are good or bad. The intention is clear. Satanistic approach is upon us. They want to take over. By the look of things, they are. Until we tap into our subconsciousness. Because it will always tell us what needs to be done, what the truth is. Unlike the carrot dangling, you follow the carrot, but you'll never get a bite of it. Just like we have done, or our parents have done in the past 100, 500 years or so. It's about time. The doctrine of church, it won't save us. Because church teach differently. Then if you follow the church, you might not even make it. Follow the deep-seated root that was put to you, that told you what you are. Who taught you what love is? Who taught you what hate is? Who taught you what God is? Who taught you the difference between wrong and right? That it's what I'm talking about. Tap into it. Listen to it. And simultaneously, you'll make a right decision. That is why you need to join Party of Action. Collectively, we can root out this devilish approach that's upon us. We are being separated, intentionally so. We need to educate others. They need to learn what's in them and what is being fed to them. Now we are entering this 10th week with hope and faith that we will get across it and the infections will decrease and the deaths of COVID-19 related will come to an end. We need to have that faith within ourselves that we can do it. We need to stand up. We need to fight. We need to forge brains that we have in order for an African solution to our problem. No American or European can save us. They can't. They won't. They can't and they won't. But if we are stretching our hands to them for assistance, we can. If that's the decision we take or you take. But if I don't believe in me, and that is like me, how can I believe in someone else that's not even like me, that's not even from where I'm from? If I don't believe in my brothers and sisters across the continent and the Africans in the diaspora, why should I believe in something that's not like me? A robot, for instance, AI, it was created. Then I need to rest my life in it to take care of me, to find me solutions. What happened to me? Am I still here? Or I've given up? The minute you give up, you do not exist anymore. Hope, it's something that we do have, but hope without action, it's useless. You do something with hope that it will be achievable. Because hope, unfolded arms like this, it's death. You folded your arms and you are on the wayside because you were told something, you were given information about something. You stopped believing in yourself. You stopped self-nourishing. Hence we say, fear is very toxic. It will destroy you. We succumb to diseases or sicknesses because of our fear of that sickness, of the decoration that the sickness was covered with. This disease is it kills you will never survive. Yes, because of that, you will never survive. then we buy into the fear that it has been instilled in us. Based in history, this has happened. There's nothing new. Nothing is new. This has happened from back in the day. There were pandemics from centuries ago. And there will still be, because of your controlled by a man-made system that is run by greed and control. When are we going to stand up for ourselves? It's time.